Hello YouTubers, this is just a short video showing my current carry pistol and my newest carry pistol. And I was just going to show you a little demonstration of the size difference between the two and the trigger pull and let you have a look at them. Currently I'm carrying the CM9, which is sort of the cheaper version of the Kahr PM9. And I like this initially because it's chambered in 9mm. And as you can see, it's very small. I wear maybe a size large, medium to large glove, pretty average size I guess, and this gun is very small. I can fit 2 fingers on the grip with the regular 6-round magazine, and the bottom finger either curls under or sticks out. And on this particular pistol, the trigger is somewhat long. It's a very smooth and long, like a double action revolver, but not nearly as heavy. And I think Kahr did that so that you would definitely not, discharge the pistol on accident if you're in a stressful situation. Which I like that. That's one of the reasons why I got the pistol in the first place, and the fact that it's so small and chambers 9mm. And we'll safety check the pistol. There's nothing in there. And then I'll show you an example of the trigger pull. The reset's very long on this, almost to the front. It reset there, and then you have maybe 2mm of play for the trigger to be all the way to the front. So for all intents and purposes, the reset's all the way at the front. It is very smooth. I actually can shoot this pistol quite well considering its size, which is another reason why I carry this so often. And I actually really like these sights a lot. They're very basic, and being the CM9, it's not the dot sights or anything, it's just a dot and a bar. But I like it. I can point them very quickly and very well, and they're pretty low profile. They don't really hang up on anything. So anyway, that's the CM9. And this is my new one that I just picked up because I was able to handle a friend's and I fell in love with it immediately. I initially wanted to get this when it was first released, and I was reading about it in American Rifleman, and I was a little worried because I carry the CM9 for the long trigger pull to prevent an accidental discharge, and I was thinking this would have a Glock style trigger, or an M&P style trigger, which might be a little light. I really wouldn't trust myself if I'm under pressure and something is going on in the background and my finger's on the trigger, and I want as much of a safe situation as possible, as much control as possible. And so I was worried this trigger would be too light, and actually, after handling my friends, I was completely sold. I think this trigger is phenomenal and perfectly safe. So here, we'll safety check this one. And on this one, you have maybe a 1/4 inch of uptake, and then you hit a wall. And it's fairly heavy right here. I don't know exactly what the break is. I want to say 6.5 pounds or something, but very easy and smooth. Then you hit the wall, and when it breaks, there's a little bit of over travel, but it just stops. And on this one, the reset is very short and very tactile. So like I was saying initially, the big deterrent was the trigger style on this, and I wanted something, with more of a revolver feel. But I don't know how to show it on video, but from here to here, I'm not being cautious. I'm flapping my finger all over this thing and it's not breaking. It's literally as if your finger hits a little bit of a barrier, and then you have to give it a little bit of effort to really break it. And so that actually sold me. I think this trigger is very nice, about as good as you could get and as safe as you could get, for an out-of-the-box gun. And, maybe I'm getting old, but I also really appreciate the fact that it's got a loaded chamber indicator here on the top that you can rub your finger across, if it's dark and you can't really tell. I don't mind that safety, just like I don't mind this safety on the back here. A lot of people are pretty negative about any safeties being on guns, and obviously the best safety is the one between your ears. But anything they can put on there that's not going to have to be switched off, but does make the gun a little bit safer, yeah, I'm for it. And then the sights on this particular gun are absolutely phenomenal. You have the fiber optic front sight and the 2 white dot rear sight, and they're fairly low profile and smooth as well. Alright. And actually, going from the Kahr to the XDs, you're going to lose 1 round. So fully loaded, you have 6 plus 1 for a total of 7 on the Kahr. And on the Springfield, you're going to have 5 plus 1 for a total of 6. But the difference is, if you love 45 like I do, you're going to be going from not knocking the 9, but it's definitely a little bit smaller than the 45. So, and these are both pretty advanced rounds here. These are Federal HSTs, which are among the best. And so these two are pretty close together, but I still like the massive bore of a 45. And I'd be comfortable carrying a 5 or 6 shot revolver, so carrying a 6-shot 45 pistol I'm perfectly happy with. So, alright, well that's it for the Kahr CM9 and the Springfield XDs. Thanks for watching.